In the endless dark between galaxies, a single cry for help echoes across the void. Answering the call, Superman arrives to find a world tearing itself apart. Shards of a once great civilization drift in space, a stark testament to the civil war raging on the surface below. The people are fractured, torn between two impossible choices, a bitter, desperate fight for freedom, or surrendering that very freedom to a ruthless warlord who promises order at the cost of their souls. Superman moves like a blur of red and blue, a shield against the chaos. He deflects asteroid impacts, reinforces failing structures, and ferries countless civilians from collapsing cities to the few remaining safe zones. He is a force of nature, a one-man rescue operation against the backdrop of a dying world. The planet's beleaguered leaders watch him, their eyes filled not just with gratitude, but with a dangerous kind of hope. They see his power, his unwavering resolve, and they see an end to their suffering. They approach him not as a hero, but as a candidate. They plead with him to stay, to take the throne, to become their king and savior. With his strength, he could crush the rebellion, enforce peace, and end the conflict in an instant. The offer hangs in the alien air, heavy with temptation. For a moment, Superman hesitates. He thinks of Earth, of its own recent struggles, its own flirtations with authoritarianism in the name of safety. He remembers the faces of people looking to him not for inspiration, but for salvation. He understands the perilous path they are asking him to walk. To become a ruler, a guardian, is to become a crutch, and a world that relies on a crutch will eventually forget how to stand on its own. The weight of this choice settles on his shoulders, heavier than any planet he has ever lifted. Meanwhile, back on Earth, his absence has not gone unnoticed. In Metropolis, Lois Lane reports from the Daily Planet, her voice a steady anchor in a sea of rising anxiety. News feeds buzz with speculation. Where is Superman? Has he abandoned them? Her reports are a reminder to the world, and perhaps to Superman himself, that a symbol is only as powerful as the ideals it represents. Even a hero must choose where they stand, and what they stand for. His empty sky is a question mark hanging over the entire planet. With renewed clarity, Superman returns to the alien leaders. He looks at their desperate faces and gently, but firmly refuses their offer of a crown. He tells them that true peace cannot be imposed. It must be built, piece by the hands of those who will live in it. Instead of becoming their king, he becomes their investigator. He dives deep into the heart of the conflict, uncovering a web of lies and manipulation spun by outside forces profiting from their war. He exposes the truth, showing both sides how they have been pitted against each other. He doesn't solve their problems, but he gives them the tools to solve them themselves, urging them to find common ground and rebuild their shattered world together. This path is harder, fraught with risk. As he prepares to leave, one final, desperate battle erupts, a last gasp of the old hatreds. The warlord makes a final play for power, threatening to undo everything. Superman intervenes, but only to protect innocent lives, a living shield between the armies. He stops the killing blow, but he does not win the war for them. He steps back, creating a space for them to choose a different path. And in that quiet, tense moment, the two sides lower their weapons, finally ready to talk. His work here is done. Superman turns his gaze back toward a distant, pale blue dot. As he flies through the silent cosmos, the star-strewn darkness reflects in his eyes, filled with a quiet, steely resolve. He didn't save their world, not in the way they asked him to. He did something far more important. He showed them how to save themselves. As dawn breaks over Metropolis, the blue sky welcomes him home. A new day has begun, and Superman is ready for whatever comes next, not as a king, but as a symbol of hope. Thanks for watching. If you love stories that explore the true meaning of heroism, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. See you next time.